Hi there Aries, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This is going to be your monthly work and money reading for July. Getting shuffling these cards, guys. First one that falls will be your overarching theme or energy. And then we'll be pulling some specific cards for the areas of work and career, finance, money, investments with clarifiers to piece together what is happening for you this month. Guys, I dropped those, but I'm going to take the one that's flipped over and I can tell what it is. Can you? The Sun. Wow. Beautiful, guys. You know what? With Mars moving back into Aries for the next 6 months, I'm not surprised. You know, you're back in your energy, back in your enthusiasm. Things are starting to happen. Things are starting to move, moving into a much more positive chapter. Have really been feeling this for you guys for quite a while. Let's get your work cards out, Aries. Strength. Yeah, I mean, some of you might have had to have some strength and courage moving into this time. 5 of Cups. Yeah, you might have been some disappointments in the past, but now you're moving into a much more grounded, secure and stable place. And a greater sense of emotional fulfillment too in your work sector. Let's get your money cards. Okay, some of you may have had to have some sense of resilience. And we've got the 6 of Cups. Yeah, things are turning around. Yeah, so what I'm really seeing here, Aries, is that, you know, the worst is over with that Sun energy and you're now moving through into a different time. But I can see that struggle there that you might have faced. Work might have been quieter, there might have been challenges. I'm kind of saying that for everyone at the moment, guys, because it's pretty much where we've been with this whole COVID thing. Akashic Records. Look, that's my predestiny card, guys. Just saying that, you know what, we couldn't have helped this time. It was written for us in humanity. We're the ones that just have to have the strength and courage to move through it. There goes the Sun again, guys, but I'm not taking any of those because that was really just a fumble on my part. That's really trying to jump out though. Let's clarify that 5 of Cups for Aries. There it goes. Oh, 10 of Pentacles. Exactly, guys. The worst is over. You know, you're moving into a place of greater abundance. I think you've gone through the hardships. Let's clarify the King of Cups. With the 8 of Cups, now starting to find your fulfillment. Absolutely, that's where we're at. 4 of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. You know, you're really starting to get to a place of greater stability in your work and money after a time where you might have been feeling ungrounded, unstable. Now that you're really going to be able to start achieving the things that you might have wanted to achieve for a long time, that could have been, you know, getting a home, you know, doing things with your family, having that little bit of extra disposable income so you can make those things happen. Guys, we'll clarify as we go if we need to. We'll see how it plays out. I never know until I start, you know, where it's going to go. Now, the Sun energy, the most positive card in the tarot deck, Aries. You know, it says that whatever you've been through in the last maybe couple of months, the hardships, if there have been any, it is over now, and you're moving into a place where things are healing. You're shining the light on those dark corners and moving into a place of greater happiness and positivity. The Sun is also a lot about abundance, you know, now beginning to see the results of the things that you've been manifesting for quite a while, Aries. There's a sense of being reinvigorated, reborn, moving through the blocks and challenges and actually now being able to make things happen, moving into full energy and action under the Sun energy, especially with, you know, Mars in your Sun sign of Aries. You are going to have that firepower. You're going to be able to make things happen. There's going to be no stopping you, Aries. You are going to be the one bursting through the brick walls and just getting it done. So that's what I'm seeing here. I feel like there has been, you know, a challenge you've had to meet with strength and courage. Akashic Records is my predestiny card, as I said it before. Hey, this was predestined in humanity's time. We're going through the start of the Great Awakening. We found ourselves in the middle of it at this time. We've all had to have strength and courage to move through the challenges. Some of us have lost jobs. Some of us have lost investments. Some of our superannuation funds have crashed. There's been a lot of challenge, guys, but we are moving through it, and we're all in this together, right? We can see things are changing. But with that Strength card, you know, we've really got to keep our own limitations under control, our own inner demons. We've got to pull back sometimes. We've got to pull back the ego that wants to spend, to be seen, and all of those things. It's about coaxing ourselves under control until we can move through this time. So that's what I'm seeing there, guys. And as the real focus this month here for you, you know, 5 of Cups and 10 of Crystals. You are moving towards that beautiful life there, Aries. But we've got to make sure that we don't, you know, stay attached to the disappointments of the past. That 5 of Cups can be, oh, I'm still feeling disappointed that I had to pull out of that course because of COVID, or I lost an opportunity because of that. There's a sense here in the 5 of Cups of, you know, feeling disappointed about something that has been lost in your work career, so your work or career sector in the recent past. So this is all predestined, guys. It's all written. So we can't get back what is lost. You know, that wine, that water out of those cups is already soaked into the earth. So there's no point crying over spilt milk. So we should always start to look forward, you know, be in the present moment, but look forward, because there's always new opportunities to be had. Leaving our energetic charge attached to the past only keeps us in the charge of the lack, of the loss, of the conflict, of the depression, the sadness. So Aries, that's what I'm seeing. You know, yes, you might have lost something, but there's something far greater to be gained if you should just, you know, release this, right? We need to build that bridge and get over it. It's all we can do. Number 5, you know, is a card of feeling conflicted. It's also the card of, or the number of change. So this says that a change in attitude needs to be made, a change in direction, and that could just be realigning with the internal compass, Aries. You know, releasing what's been lost, because you've got the 10 of Pentacles coming your way. Now, this is along with the 10 of Cups, my card of living your best life. It's actually having everything you desire in terms of, you know, money, stability, the beautiful home, family, generational living, retirement, investments. Some of you might be getting ready to retire. This is just something coming up at the moment. Some of you might be getting ready to retire, and through this COVID situation, you've had to keep going a little bit longer, you know, and you feel like you've kind of like lost the opportunity of retiring when you wanted to, and you had some plans with the grandkids, maybe a trip planned and all that kind of thing, and that, you know, hasn't played out as you had planned. So I'm also seeing that come up for a couple of you. The 10 of Crystals, though, you know, it says that what you desire is there, that, you know, you're moving into that, but we need to just release the past as well. So it means it's, you know, there can be money coming into Aries, like, you know, from an inheritance or something like that, quite a large sum for some of you, not all of you, and it doesn't always mean that, guys. So, all right, over here we have the King of Cups and the 8 of Cups. Yeah, you are really going to be finding fulfillment in your work, job, career in July, Aries, right? Now, the 8 of Cups, you know, shows me that maybe you've been searching, you've been seeking for what lights you up, for what fulfills you. I'm seeing this as a bit of a theme at the moment, and I think it's because of this awakening that's going on. We're not willing to put up with spending 30 or 40 hours a week, you know, being a cog in the machine, grinding away, making someone else rich and not getting ahead, and, you know, maybe selling our soul for the ego sense pleasures, for the money, you know, all of these kinds of things. If we're not fulfilled, if we're not loving what we do, you know, if they say, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. And Aries, I think you've been seeking that thing that, you know, really sets your soul on fire, that feels on purpose for you, that maybe you feel like you're actually giving something back to humanity. So the 8 of Cups is somebody who, you know, leaves the 8 of Cups reality in search of the 9 of Cups. You've been searching for your wish fulfillment in terms of your job and career, I think, of late, because there's a sense that, you know, there was a piece that was missing. Now, the King of Cups this month is offering you that missing cup, right? It's offering you that sense of being really grounded, being really stable in your job and career. So there is a sense that you might find that missing piece this month, Aries, and this is a general reading. You'll know what it is for you. Some of you could be changing roles. You could be renegotiating conditions that are going to give you a greater sense of fulfillment. Maybe that's because a lot of us have been working from home and some are returning to the office. You might have, be able to negotiate a couple of working from home days moving forward. Maybe that's what you need to feel balanced, emotionally stable and secure, and really on your game. That's an option. That's one thing that's coming up here. So it could be something like that. For some of you, it might mean that you could be starting a new creative project on the side that supplements what's missing in your role, which might be that creativity missing, and now you're feeling more fulfilled, right? So there's something about finding your missing piece in work and career this month. So I love that, Aries, because I feel like, you don't want to settle for second best now. You don't just want a job. You want to make a difference. You want to be fulfilled if you're spending so long, toiling away each week. Now over in money, we've got 7 of Wands and the 6 of Cups. So 7 of Wands says that, hey, maybe there has been some struggles, or maybe in the first half of July there might be. The 7 of Wands is somebody who is in warrior mode, feels like they need to defend themselves. It can be a feeling of conflict, having to have resilience and persistence when it comes to money. So some of you might have had some, small debt situations, might have had the bank on your back, but now things are changing. Things are really changing here with that 6 of Cups, sorry. And this is where we start to see the abundance come in. It's when you find that peace, that whatever is that thing that's missing in your work, when you get that peace that brings you into fulfillment and happiness and harmony with your work, that's when the money comes in. That's when it starts to bloom. That's when the cups start blooming, guys. Because when we're really, really fulfilled in what we do, the money just follows. It becomes effortless flow, right? We don't have to push. We don't have to struggle. We don't have to be in warrior mode. It just flows. Beautiful, effortless flow when we're in harmony. So that's a really, really beautiful message there for you, Aries. Okay, I think I'm going to draw one more for the money area. I don't know, I was feeling like there might be just something else that needs to come out for that. It's the Queen of Cups. So we've got the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. Yeah, look, I'm just taking that as double confirmation that, it's all about finding fulfillment, and it's when you find that sense of fulfillment, it's when you find that missing cup and you focus your energies on, what you truly love when it comes to work and career. What's the element of your job that you truly love and that you excel at? That's when you start earning the money. That's when things fall into place. It's when the missing pieces start to complete the bigger picture, right? So I really love that. And there's a sense here of you guys coming into a greater sense of, emotional groundedness, of maturity, of sophistication. Even if it doesn't matter what your colleagues or your boss throws at you this month, guys, you've got this. You're feeling grounded, you're feeling stable, you're unshakable, and you're finding that missing piece of fulfillment. Time to end that, that feeling of having the weight on your shoulders, of feeling burdened. It's about the sun coming out now, hardships being over. Okay, Aries, let's draw a couple of oracle cards to finish off, just to get some overarching messages here. For Aries. That one's poking out. Oh, there we go. Warrior Woman. I always see this as being your card, Aries, in this deck. Have you answered your deepest calling? Well, that's what you're going after. Finding that missing cup of fulfillment. So that you can actually get out of that warrior mode of pushing, but just being the silent warrior, right? We don't want to be in fight or flight. We just want to be able to be in our strength, but not to have to push. Let's get one more. The initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. Yeah, I feel like you are crossing the threshold into that brighter chapter, Aries. You know, that's where the sun waits, just through that that cave, just on the other side. And I feel like this is the month in July that you take that step, through that threshold, and that's when you're going to feel the sun on the skin, right? That's when you're going to find the missing piece. So that's a really, really beautiful confirmation for you, Aries. Righto, Aries, I'm going to leave it there. I do hope you enjoyed the reading. Keep in mind it is a general reading for the collective. It may not be your reading this month, and that is absolutely fine. Don't make it fit if it's not. Feel free to leave me a comment. I do read them all. I try my best to respond to them all, and it really helps me get to know my amazing viewers and connect with your energies. And I'll see you back here next month for another work and money reading.